Hello, everyone. Welcome to our capsule of the no-code day. So today we're going to talk about how manufacturers automate quotes, predictive reordering, and beyond, and as well how they leverage other out-of-the-box customization without any programming. So the beauty of low-code and low-code. So I have the pleasure to host with and co-host with my one of our great customer, and he's been engaged with us a few times this year. So his name is Brad Wilson. So I'm going to introduce myself. I'm the president and founder of Solution Metrics. We specialize in CRM. We're a level 5 partner of Creatio. So we love the platform and how we can create value for our customer with the low-code approach. And then I'm going to let Brad present himself.
Yeah, I'm Brad Wilson. I'm the president of Complete Filters and Serve Air Filters. We manufacture spray booth filters. I'm an entrepreneur, I guess. Went to McGill and the Schulich School of Business.
Great.
Many years ago.
Perfect. Thank you, Brad. Thank you so much. Pleasure to have you. It's going to be easy today. We're going to go through a few questions. And first question is, at first, when we engaged, you were not too sure about Creatio, but or other platforms. So why did you choose Creatio as opposed to other really sales-focused CRM?
Yeah, great question. We like I noticed that we looked at a lot of CRM programs, and most of them were very focused on sales and getting new customers. And I kept thinking that's not our problem. Our biggest issue, it's a consumable product, so we like to keep our customers long term, and our customer base is growing, and we just want to maintain that base and care for a growing customer base. So it was a different focus than like a sales only, where there's prospects and leads and turning them into customers and that whole sales cycle. Well, we never had a problem with that. But what I found was it was becoming more and more difficult to take care of our customers the way I'd like to. As we grew, right? So I wanted to use a CRM that would help us to do more with our existing resources. And Creatio has been able to do that, and Solutions Matrix has customized it for us, and it's been fantastic.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That's great. And I know one thing we work together is the predictive reordering. So maybe you can describe a little about how do you leverage that functionality of what we work together on the prediction of the orders.
Yeah, for sure. Like our product, it's a consumable product. So our customers, once we get them, they reorder regularly, like it might be every 2 or 3 months, it might be once a year, but they regularly reorder. And I know I was thinking, like, in the early days, I had a spreadsheet, and I would mark off when someone ordered, and I would try to calculate, when are they due to reorder again, and give them a call, say, hey, you guys are probably due to reorder, right? Because like our product, it's critical to the manufacturing process of our customers, right? So if they run out of our product, they can't run production. So it's critical that they maintain stock on our item. And at the same time, it's probably a pretty small part of their overall purchasing, right? So they're not necessarily paying attention to it. Like I always say, we know our customers' needs better than they do, right? Because we're tracking how often they buy our product from us. And so with Solutions Matrix, you guys were able to incorporate that into the Creatio program, where like we input the sales when they come in, but then Creatio takes over. It calculates when a customer is due to reorder. right? So instead of me doing it manually, or trying to remember, our goal, one of our goals is never remember anything, because you shouldn't have to try to remember, when did so and so, they're probably due to order, and you look it up and you make a call, right? So this is all done automatically. So just before they're due to order again, they get an email from us, to say, hey, please consider reordering this product. We say what it is, and it's a very friendly email, and it's very effective. In fact, a few went out today, and a couple of orders came in right away, right after we sent that notification. So it's great, and it allows the technology to do the worrying, to do the tracking, to do everything for us, so we don't have to remember. And so it's great.
Excellent. Yeah, we have some screenshot of what it looks like. So absolutely. So on the predictive side, so the order sequence. So Creatio has the ability to look at the pattern of ordering of customers, and then will actually predict when should be the next order. So that's that's something that's been calculated by Creatio as well, which product they're buying, and that is an example of what you just mentioned earlier, Brad. It's a very simple email, nothing, we're not so that there's this one, the last order was this item was for this, so and we noticed that maybe you may be needing the following, and that would be your consumable, your product. So that very simple but very efficient. So
yes, and effective too. Yeah. Like one of our concerns early on was, are people going to be calling us and say, hey, stop sending us these emails, stop bugging us, we'll order when we order. But that almost never happened. I don't know if it ever did happen, maybe once, but more often than not, we get emails back saying, thank you very much. So-and-so was off last week. We should have ordered this some time ago, or whatever, or yes, we're running low, and we get an order that day. For the majority, like, they are understanding, and it doesn't affect their reorder process, but at least they know we care and we're on it, and we're trying to help them to stay in production. So it's been a positive from the customer too.
Absolutely. And I can say that on the technology side, it's so this is the no code day as well, no code subject. So it's we've done that without actually coding through a traditional, what they call SDLC, software development lifecycle. When you do code, you compile, and then absolutely not. So it's a low code capabilities that we leverage of Creatio to be able to personalize the algorithm to your needs. So that's also good for us on the technology. So we could have done this right pretty rapidly, and without, it didn't cost a fortune to do that. So that's also something that we're proud of. And another thing as well, if I'm not mistaken, we've done that alert system. If someone is actually not reordering, they are at risks, right, Brad? So that's something we've done as well.
Yeah, and this is great because it notifies our salesperson that, if somebody is overdue to order, like 1.5 times the period of time since between their last few orders, they get a prompt, an email to our salesperson. So then they have to go and check with the customer, make a phone call, do whatever they need to do to find out what's happening. And then they have to respond to it, right? And there's another stage to this too, and it gets beyond this, and then I get notified and the sales rep gets notified, so they have to come to me. So it's very good at keeping track, right? Because in the old days, you'd lose a customer, you forgot about them, and then next thing you know, they're so far gone, you'll never get them back. So
absolutely, so right. And this leads to a very good segue to the third question: is, have you noticed any effect on your customer satisfaction overall, and kind of customer satisfaction level?
Yeah, no, it's good because, again, like, they know that we care, right? And we're keeping track, and quite often we'll get emails with an order or a comment or whatever as soon as the emails go out. And they go out regularly whenever the customers are due to order. In fact, and sometimes we get emails back saying, thanks for the email. We're having a plant shutdown for the next 3 weeks, so we're not going to be ordering till after that. So it's just great for that communication back and forth with the customer. Because otherwise, how are you going to contact all those customers and just let them know you care, right? Like, this is the most effective way of letting them know, and they appreciate it, right? So it's perfect for our company, our industry, and I'm sure there's many other companies out there that have a consumable product and want to maintain that relationship. And so it's very good as far as it's effective and it's efficient, right? We don't have to bring out our spreadsheets and check it off, right? Creatio does the work for us, and so we can take care of more customers in a more efficient way.
Absolutely. And on the customer side as well, they perceive and see you have the technology to support them. So they see you as, okay, they're very well organized. So they have some systems that supports them in order to make sure, they don't go out or back order. And especially in today's reality, the logistic is complicated, and the replenishment, everyone suffer from the difficulties of the logistics and
supply chain. Yeah,
exactly. So I think the fact we're proactive and you are proactive in those days is a fantastic first on the customer satisfaction, and also a competitive advantage. I tend to so
absolutely,
yeah, it's super great. So just so this is a short presentation. So just to conclude, so there's other stuff as well that we exploring in the manufacturing and potentially with you as well, Brad, and with other customers, the CPQ, the configuring or the configured price quote, which can be complex sometimes. We have done some together, expense account management, managing your samples as well. So if you're a manufacturer and you have samples all over, different places, that's something that the Creatio can do as well with all the no code. And for our customer in construction, what's very important in the omni-channel experience of an omni-channel sales, the different sales channels is one is all the influencers. So dealing not only with your distributor and wholesaler, but as well with the influencers, so the engineers, the architect, the general contractors, and all the designers and everyone who gravitates in the construction industry. So those are very, very important people who do sometimes specifications and will specify your products. So you need to keep them up to date on what you're doing, as well as managing your customer and your end user of your product. So that's something that we do as well. So Brad, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciating of your commitment with us. So thank you again, and we'll speak soon. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.